Homicide rates in Greensboro, North Carolina are almost 3 times higher than the national average. For some families, this is not just a number, it is reality. 2 women whose sons were murdered are using that reality to create hope for other victims' families.
I've got people out that told me in the very beginning, Dr. Spencer, you really need to go and talk to somebody. You really should go and talk. I can't lay on someone's couch. That's not me. I'm a doer.
After her son Trey was murdered, Irish Spencer formed a group to help families who are affected by violent crime. He was shot following an argument at his friend's apartment in Greensboro's Overland Heights. It was a year ago. Irish was out shopping for furniture for Trey's new home.
We get to the house and they're the detectives and they want to know, can we see a picture of your son? And we're standing there like, sure. So I show them. And that's when they say, I'm sorry to inform you that. And your whole life changes.
With Overland Heights, why there? Why start there for you?
Because that's where my son was killed. And they killed the wrong person's son.
Can you explain what that means?
I'm not one of those folks that you can shut up. They can't harass you, they can't intimidate you, none of that. Because your child's been killed, what worse can happen to you?
Have you ever been scared?
I was scared of myself when my son was murdered. Because I wanted to get in my car and I wanted to go into Overland Heights and go door to door and find out why didn't somebody, they caught the person that night, but why didn't somebody somewhere go see if the man that they drug out of an apartment and threw in the woods, was he still alive?
For the last year, Irish's group has partnered with the Greensboro Police Department in hopes of reducing crime and improving the quality of life in the Overland Heights community.
So you call your elected officials, you call your city council, you call your county commissioners, and no one wants to be that person that doesn't care. And you take them all down there and you stand them in the middle of the street and you say, look at this. That child can't come outside. Look at the bullet holes in the side of this building. Really? You all know about this?
There's not another area within our district where officers spend more time than we do right here. And by improving quality of life issues, a lot of times what you do is you drive crime down with it. When we have people like Dr. Spencer on board, sometimes they get a little pressure. And if you've met Dr. Spencer, you understand that.
Her program, Families Against Senseless Killing, or FASK, has worked with officers like Lieutenant Dan Knott to help about 70 families in the last year. Is FASK empowering?
It is very empowering. It's we held our first candlelight vigil with FASK, and we asked anybody that felt or had this done to them to show up, and they did. I gave the microphone to the audience to come up, and at first nobody would. And then slowly people started getting up and telling their stories we had never heard.
Irish creates a place that helps families deal with the next steps, how to work with the district attorney's office, and make funeral arrangements. What does it mean to you?
It gives me the opportunity to do what the police department, the sheriff department, and some of our public officials have not done, won't done, or can't do. And that is stand up for those who are voiceless.
How did you move, or I guess just get rid of the crime in these areas?
Dismantle one bad area. Folks got to go somewhere. And so it spreads. And so here lately, it's been doing a lot of spreading.
When I first moved here, it was quiet, peaceful, and it was really safe. So we went to bed every night, slept comfortable with the door being unlocked.
Gloria Rankin has lived in the same public housing for half a century. In 1992, her son Robert was murdered in Smith Homes. He was 26. She's seen violent crime rates fluctuate in the neighborhood.
Within the last 6 to 9 months, it has escalated, really escalated a lot. And We have had three deaths within the last 6 months. I wish I could say I could feel afraid, but I haven't got there yet. A whole lot of people have. But I don't feel afraid by them. I don't feel intimidated by them.
Gloria is a member of Greensboro's Smith Homes Housing Authority and says she is looking out for others.
People know if you come around where I live and you're doing stuff that you're not going to do, I'm going to call the police. You have that same right to be happy, safe, and protected. Your children need to know that they can grow up and be the greatest people in the world.
On weekends, Gloria leads programs to teach children and teens about avoiding the causes of violent crime.
I don't take anything for granted anymore. I took for granted that my kids would be burying me, I wouldn't be burying my kids. I took it for granted that I would always have the opportunity to tell them I love them.
Trey was my everyday hug and my every afternoon hug.
What's his legacy?
Not to give up.
If you could speak to his killer, what would you say?
Why couldn't you take that gun and turn it on yourself? And maybe one day I'll be that mom that says, I forgive you. I forgive you. But right now, I can't forgive nothing. Because my daily hug is not here in the morning, and my daily hug is not here in the afternoon.